What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett here on the Jobless Gamers channel, and I'm with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
And the Saintsfan.
What's up?
Today we're doing our weekly podcast, which is called our Squadcast, which we release every single Saturday discussing some of the GTA 5, GTA Online, and other gaming news. And today's topics include DLC pack, what is it, the new islands as DLC, Squeak Pipe, and then we'll just free ball at the end because this week has been a very, very slow week in GTA 5 and GTA Online. And with that said, if you guys can, make sure we go for, well, how many likes, guys? Let's set a goal this episode.
1,337.
1,337 sounds like a good idea to me. And this is episode what? 23?
23.
23, yeah.
God, we're 23
And,
episodes in.
So are we actually, I know you said Saturday, are we actually uploading this on Saturday? Or because I might upload this on Sunday.
This might be the Sunday edition of the Squadcast.
Yeah. We may have
that's
a little
okay.
confliction there. But
yeah,
it
before
doesn't
we start,
matter, man.
we actually have a subreddit. So
yeah, so actually one of you guys made a subreddit. So if you guys browse Reddit a lot, we'll leave a link in the description. You'll check it out and you guys can discuss some stuff there. We'll pop in every now and then.
Yeah, it's a great place to discuss topics, what you want us to talk about, recommendations for what we can do to make the Squadcast better, all that good stuff. So check it out.
Big thank you to the person that made it. And let's jump into the first topic, DLC pack. What is it? Now, as you guys know, we used to have a very reliable method to finding out.
We still do.
What
we still do. It's just Rockstar has caught on.
yeah,
and
but it's not as
they're
good.
Kinda, well, no, it's still reliable because everything that's come from this place has been true.
No, it's still reliable, but it's not as good as it used to be because now they're just
it's just
covering
not as
the names.
informative.
Yeah, they're covering up the names.
Yeah,
they got smart so fast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They got smart. So, but I'm wondering when it's actually going to when they're gonna have to switch that to make it the actual name. I'm wondering if maybe if say it comes out Tuesday, if Monday they have to put the real name and the real description and stuff. So maybe we'll get a hint a little bit early. I don't know, but
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, if you guys don't know, the DLC pack, I think me and Ross kind of covered it. I'm not sure about Garrett.
Yep.
Yeah. But this reliable source. This was also the source that found out that
Independence Day
the
DLC,
hipster and the Independence Day update were coming out a week or so before Rockstar even announced it. And this one now we have one, instead of saying the pilot school update or something, it just says, or whatever the DLC may be, it just says DLC pack. And it says, please download this DLC pack or something like that as the description.
I think they got smarter because it's when the hipster DLC came out, it was this is the hipster DLC and this is everything that's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when the Independence Day DLC came out, it was just I think it was one day, it was just the Independence Day DLC. And then 4 days later, the description came.
Well,
now
no. The description for the Independence Day, it said, or one of them, it said, please download this DLC. So it's progressively getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
What if that DLC pack just includes the pilot school or some kind of DLC, and then it also has a bunch of apartments and it's an actual pack.
What somebody kind of said. I mean, now granted, listen, DLC pack, that just could be a name that they just put there, but why? Maybe the word pack has something meaning behind it. Maybe it's this a giant DLC that if they're calling it a DLC pack, I don't know. That's what somebody kind of suggested. Thought it was kind of interesting just to think about.
A multi-pack DLC?
Well, just bigger than just a normal DLC. I don't know.
So something more than just two guns, cars.
Yeah.
Man.
And if it is the pilot school update, which Rockstar did say that was coming to single player, I don't remember how long ago, but I know they did say that in one of the news wires. And that
you mentioned single player. What if there's one for single player and GTA Online? That's why it's called a pack.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. That
possible.
could be true.
Yeah,
that could definitely be true. Now bringing up that, because they did say the pilot school update or DLC is going to be just for single player. So I'm wondering, and this I think would make a lot of people mad, is if this was a pilot school update and it released, these awesome, the Hydra, the Hunter, all these other awesome military planes, but they were only in single player.
Oof.
What if it was paid too? Oh my goodness.
I don't know, unless there's a story behind it. I don't think, if it's just cars, I think Rockstar give those for free, but I think there's like a story behind it. I think they'll make us pay for it. Maybe there is a story behind it. You know, we don't know obviously until Tuesday or whenever it comes out. But
yeah, so do you guys believe that's coming out next week? I honestly hope it's next week. Like, I'm really like hoping
it makes sense.
Well,
I mean, like,
it makes sense because it's been a month and a couple of days since the last DLC. 1, 2, this source hasn't been wrong yet, so you know I'm not gonna really, you know, Rockstar, they have to do, you know, how we find this stuff, that they have to do that in order for the
that's
DLC
the only
to come
way
out.
they can get it on the console. That's the
Yeah.
only way.
So like,
So
it's not something that somebody just made up. Like this is an actual thing, and you know, from the last ones, like we said, it's been about a week before it actually comes out. So that's why it, you know, it definitely makes sense.
yeah, it would have
Um,
been over a month, correct? Because it came out what, like July 2nd, the Independence Day,
July 1st, yeah.
July 1st. Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been
So
a little over a month now.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like the timeline is there.
Yeah, and I know I remember it was last week, before last Tuesday, there was a bunch of modders, leakers, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. They were talking about how they found, was it the pilot school or the some sort of coding in the game, not through the way that we found it, but this is another way, and that they were saying how it was going to be coming out last Tuesday. That wasn't, because a lot of people were kind of confused. Like when I made my video, oh, you're just saying that again. You said last week it would come out. Well, you know, last week that wasn't the kind of official thing. That was just people sort of hinting, finding some clues.
Yep.
But this one definitely leads us to believe it's coming out
This
Tuesday.
is the real deal.
But another
This is the
interesting
real deal.
thing that, like, we're just assuming, I guess, that this is the pilot school. What if it's not? Like, what other DLC could it be?
Casino, zombies on a stretching heist. I
Yeah,
don't
let
know.
us know in the comments section. It's not Heist, I can tell you
Yeah,
that for
I
sure.
don't think it's Heist,
Let
man.
us know in the comments. What do you think? What do you think DLC it will be? But that's the interesting part, because the zombie thing, that I don't think that they would just release that like without announcing it, because it's Saturday or Sunday whenever you're watching this, and if it does come out Tuesday, there's been no mention of a DLC. I think if it was a zombie or a casino or one of those big ones, you would assume that they would have talked about it at least,
They
right?
never talk about anything, man.
I know, that's what, it's so confusing, because like they'll talk about it like months before it actually happens, and it'll just pop up out of nowhere.
It's like, surprise, we got it. Hello.
yeah,
Here's a
it's
DLC.
I don't know. You would think though, because like not everybody watches YouTube or goes on Twitter or views all these websites. Like there's people who just get on GTA and just play it.
Yeah.
Like, or they go to the newswire.
I bet there's
And
hundreds of
just read
thousands of
that.
people
Yeah.
that don't even check anything. They just get on and play.
Or if they get on and play, that's fine. But most people probably just check the newswire. So like, all right, well look, Rockstar, they're the official guys. Bam. If it's not there, nothing's coming out. So if they don't think anything's coming out, then that's potentially people that Rockstar is not, not playing their game. So
I think that
I don't know,
they
man.
play the card that, after Heists come out, a huge wave of people will come back to the game. And, like, I think everyone knows that. Like, right when Heists are released, anyone that stopped playing is going to come
I don't
back.
know, man. Maybe for like a week.
Yeah,
but
I mean, well, guaranteed they'll come back. I mean, that's with every DLC, though. People always come back
that's true.
to
That's true.
play it. Like, the Independence Day DLC.
Well, they come back for like a week or two, and then they go back to doing every other game.
Yep.
And then, come back for a week or two, give me all the DLC, or give me all the cars, give me all the guns, bam, bam, bam. All right, time to get off. And so, yeah, that's...
But there are those players that don't even get on at all, that, don't even have the money to afford these things. That I feel like it sort of sucks because, at some point, Rockstar is rewarding the people that use, buy cash cards or shark cards, and then also reward people that play a lot. And then those players that, the casual players that can't afford these expensive items, they're sort of stuck because, they only have one alternate way of getting,
Yeah.
those items is either a shark card. So it's through a shark card. So I don't know. It's a very weird subject, knowing that, like, it's like, imagine if you're broke. in GTA Online and in real life. That you didn't have enough money to buy a shark card, and you didn't have time to farm, money.
You're screwed.
Yeah, you can't get anything.
Yeah,
Well, the missions suck. There's no way to get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, you would have to. It's possible to get money. Like you can, but you have to sit there and grind out money. So
that is the one part that sucks about GTA, but at the end of the day, like you can't really do anything. That's what sucks. It's up to Rockstar, and unfortunately, Rockstar, like, look, they would need money to survive as like a company, and everybody says, "Oh, they made $1 billion," but look, like they still have to do stuff and pay for things, and like people don't realize the cost. And I get it, they need money, but they gotta make a balance, man. Like they need a balance between wanting to make money and like satisfying people that play the game.
And I think when I had spoken to some of the Rockstar guys, like they always do tweaks and always balance the game so that all jobs are like their ideology behind jobs is that all jobs should be created equal. Like that's what it came off to me as. Like that's why they nerfed Rooftop Rumble. That's why they nerfed Coveted, because like sometimes it's just too easy to make money off those jobs for the amount of time it takes or for the difficulty.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's why. Well, I don't know. Rooftop Rumble, you have to be like level 80.
That's what I was about to say. It's like you have to unlock those.
What they should do is have like a complete revamp of the whole level system for missions. Like instead of making Rooftop Rumble level 80, make it like level 250. I know it's super high. I know that, but that's just the extreme. Like make them, because after level 120, which I guarantee you a lot of people are there right now, there's nothing to do. Like put some more missions in the game. Like look, have Rooftop Rumble the way it is now, all nerfed and everything. Make a new mission that'll pay out, let's just say $50,000, but it takes say 10-15 minutes. But you have to be like level 150 or something like that. Give us some options here, because making all like what's the point of making a mission that's opens up at level 8 the same as the one that opens up at level 80?
Yeah.
That's the only issue there.
Is Rooftop Rumble possible? I guess it doesn't really matter.
No, it sucks now. Rooftop Rumble sucks now. It's so hard.
Like, it's still the best one though.
Yeah,
or more or less. It's because it still pays the most, and RP wise, I think the way you do it sucks, but for RP and money, I think it's still one of the top.
Oh, it's still the best, or like top 3, but it's very much more difficult.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely just like I forgot which one it was called. Like something, like where before you could like throw a sticky bomb on your car and just blow up everything, like blow up the mission object, or even just like Rooftop Rumble, you could blow up the documents, like that. Those were the days, man. Like that was like
right. Oh man, I remember back. That was like the first week of the game coming out. You hopped over the wall and you were shooting like grenade launchers in there.
Done. Boom.
Oh man, good times.
And then you could hit the replay button.
The replay button. That's another thing I don't get why they took it. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but really.
Dude, that replay button functionality was like the best thing, because like you don't have to go all the way back to the lobby, get people all over again. Like you literally just hit the right trigger. It was the right trigger, right?
Yeah.
Select button.
It was one of the. They changed the buttons like 5 times. It seems like.
Are you gonna do that? It was just like, yeah, we did it, done, and then you just replay, just rinse and repeat, and it saves so much time for players that were farming.
Yeah, I think because farming, whether GTA Online, whether Rockstar sees it as it or not, it's definitely similar to like an RPG type of game where there is farming. Like in like Borderlands, that's a good example. There's farming all the time in there. And if they would kind of embrace the farming aspect, it would make it a lot better. And because I think if they didn't take out the replay button, it would make people who are farming, it would make it kind of a lot more fun, because it wouldn't make it as tedious as, okay, let me go back into the lobby, let me hit start, let me hit up, let me hit down, bam, okay, okay, now we had to load again, Instead of this long process, you just bam, get into the mission again, bam, bam, bam. And I think players would rather do that, and it would make them actually want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. I'm just a guy talking, so
yeah, we're just guys that don't know anything about the game. I think honestly, like the farming aspect is normal for every game. And I know Rockstar probably knows this because they're not dumb.
But they look down on it. That's what sucks.
I just think that they want players to enjoy the full aspect of the game instead of just sticking to one mission, farming that. I honestly think that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, true that. I can understand them wanting players to do other missions, but there needs to be incentive to do other missions. There need to be... The missions they could be a lot better. Let's just leave it at that, you know? They could have been made a ton better, so these problems wouldn't be there.
But Heist, though.
But Heist, though. Heist Casino, though.
See, if the casino comes out... Okay, so we went to the arcade last night. This is going to be really off topic.
The arcade?
Yeah, I went to the arcade, like, to hang out with all the guys last night. Like, because I just moved to Washington. You guys know that, but...
Yep.
And I sat down and I played like some virtual poker, and for some reason I was like, God, this would be so cool if it was in GTA 5. Like,
dude, I know.
I'm such a loser, dude. I go to the arcade and I'm thinking of GTA 5, but literally, like, if there was like an arcade system within GTA 5, like games within a game, that would be so cool, man. Like, it would just...
Dude, I said that in I think it was in my one of my videos. I forget which one. I was like, how cool would it be? Now, obviously, this would be for like next gen stuff, but like, because you always talk about your apartments.
Yeah,
and how...
I'm like the biggest advocate of these stupid apartments that honestly suck dick. But like, if they had cool things in them, like ping pong.
What I was saying is, if you had to pay, let's just say $50,000 to put an arcade machine in your place, or a poker or whatever, I don't know, just a bunch of mini games stuff in your apartment, dude, that'd be so cool. Somebody even said, like, what if they had like GTA 1 on the arcade and you were like playing it, you were playing GTA 1 in GTA 5, and like that'd be crazy.
So cool. I think anything's possible though, man. Like, honestly,
dude, PC for sure, man. Like, somebody's definitely modding this stuff in, man. But that was just it's just funny because it's like people want to play GTA 1 and GTA 5.
It's a dream. It's a dream.
Yeah,
and that's all we can do, man. Like, we can only hope for the best for GTA 5, because literally us as YouTubers, we literally just like hope for the best. We really hope that Rockstar does their job well, that keeps this game alive forever, because GTA Online is their baby. Like, this is the thing that's supposed to take them far, you know? Like, this is what they plan on, you know, updating for a very, very long time. And this is where, like, most of their money will be coming in to support other games they might release. So hopefully Rockstar, you know, I know they know this. They have to know this because it's a business. But, like, I really just want really big DLCs. And maybe I'm just being impatient right now, but I just want something, like, just massive. Like, boom. Like, yes, we have, like, a month's worth of stuff to do. And then the next month, another month of stuff. Because, like, the Independence Day DLC stuff, it was cool. Not going to lie. It took its toll, you know. It lasted for maybe like a week or two on fun levels, but I want something that's gonna be like huge. And I think we just have to wait for that type of content.
See, here's the thing, and you brought up a good point there with like GTA Online. It's such a different game, different multiplayer game than we're kind of used to, because you know the big ones. Let's just Call of Duty, for example. There's a new one every year. You switch to the new one. Most of the other ones, like, you know, you switch to the next one every year or so. And GTA, when GTA 4 came out? Like 5, something like that, years ago. Yeah, exactly. Like, so long ago.
Yeah.
So there's a good amount of years in between GTA games. So for sure, GTA Online, Rockstar wants it to last to GTA 6 whenever that comes out, and that's what's kind of exciting, because, you know, Rockstar, if they want it to last, they definitely, like Gary just said, they have to put the big stuff. Like, we've had this small stuff that only lasts for a couple of days. It holds us off,
yeah. Like, this type of content just, like, keeps the crowd.
They're, like, keeping us alive. Yeah. They're, like, giving us the littlest amount, so we don't, like, just give up.
It keeps players from rioting.
Exactly, like, right?
Because I think let's say they didn't release a DLC every month, I think, how dead would GTA Online be? Would you think?
It would
what would you do? And just drive around in an adder? Like, yeah, dude, that's... Yeah, and I think Rockstar knows that. Like, they need to do that because people get bored so quickly. So, I don't know, man. But that's why I'm really excited about the whole PC part. And From what I've read, well, the one good thing about whole next gen stuff is that, so Take-Two they had a like a conference call this week, and they talked about their earnings and all this stuff, and basically, I guess like the message that most people took away from it is that there's like no way that they're pushing this back into 2015. Like there's no way, it's not possible for Rockstar to say, okay, it's not actually coming out.
People would literally die.
They're expecting, I think it was 40% of their money from Rockstar by the end of this year. And that's not going to happen if that doesn't come out. So, like, it needs to come out before December. And the other part is that, we're in August and then September. Those two are the last 2 months in the second quarter. And they only predicted $95 to $110 million for the second quarter. And obviously, if GTA sold 800 million when it first came out on day one, so there's no way only 1/8 of that amount of people are gonna buy the next gen on PC, Xbox One, whatever. So that's why a lot of people are saying either October or November, because nobody releases games in December. So that's the good news. We only have
Rockstar. You never know.
If Rockstar, they release on Christmas for all, like really.
Dude, Rockstar does whatever the hell they want.
But I think the two dates are what? One of them's November 14th. Although it's interesting, that's a Friday. So it's kind of odd.
Yeah, but that was the European release date, and European games are released on Fridays.
True. That's right.
What is it?
Forgot about that.
So it'd be November 11th here.
Yeah. Isn't that when Call of Duty comes out? Oh my god.
No, it comes out on the 4th. No,
I was gonna say Call of Duty versus GTA. That'd be crazy. Because it's either November 11th or October 28th. Because that's what, like, I'm still sticking with October 28th. Because that's the freaking
that's
date
the day
Amazon
the new Assassin's Creed comes out too.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the day Amazon had, like, right after it was announced at E3. So, but another thing, like, I wonder, because Take-Two, they had Evolve. So
they pushed that back.
Evolve got delayed.
They pushed it back. But I wonder if like they pushed it back because they don't want it to compete with GTA. Because
that'd be a good theory. That's a good theory.
It's possible because
dude, if it was coming out in October, I think, right?
Yes, because Evolve is going to be 2K's home run game this fall.
Because they have Borderlands, NBA, possibly GTA, and then Evolve coming out all in October. So they're like, all right, let's move one back. You know, that's probably what they did with that. So just keep.
I think they did that on purpose too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean they'll never announce. They'll never announce GTA 5 is more important than Evolve, but I mean that's what it is.
Yeah, right. Like
that's definitely what it is.
Biggest game of all time.
We still love Evolve though.
It's just not Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, that's definitely the case.
Then again, nothing is really. Yeah. So in terms of numbers.
Right.
But with all the DLC talk, do you guys want to talk about the new islands as DLCs, like the possibility?
Yes.
So let's
go
into
this
that,
was
Ross.
just it was just like a concept. It was a concept on Reddit.
Concept.
Yeah, it's whoever drew these maps.
It wasn't on Reddit. It was on forums? This was GTA forums. Yeah, this dude made it ages ago. It was funny. I made my video
on Reddit.
Yeah, it was funny because they always talk about like YouTubers stealing stuff from all these websites. So look, I made that video on Monday. Tuesday, it was on Reddit. I wonder why.
Because you're famous,
but
dude.
Essentially, it's I think this has to do with the city stories theory and the fact that GTA Online is going to be expanding into what hopefully is multiple cities and moving out from Los Santos. And essentially, the two cities that they brought up were San Fierro, which is San Francisco, and Las Venturas, which is Las Vegas. And those were also the two cities that were playable in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And it would seem likely that if they were to add two new cities into the game, they would be the two closest to Los Angeles in the real world, being San Francisco and Las Vegas.
I honestly think it's such a possibility. Someone had asked me the other day on my Q&A, like, hey, what do you think of the possibility of using the airport as more of an actual airport where you just go and you know how like in the beginning of the online you fly in?
Yeah.
Like if you did that but you flew to another like city.
No. I don't that's not GTA is about everything being open. So like why would they make you sit through a loading screen to go to another city? I don't think they would do that. That's the only thing, you know?
Would you swim there?
They make a bridge.
Swim to Las Vegas.
Yeah, you can make a bridge. Like we're not. I know they're like hours apart, but come on, it's GTA. Do whatever. Just make a Golden Gate Bridge to San Fierro, and for Los Venturas, I don't know,
One
but
giant ass Golden Gate Bridge to
Yeah,
San
that's a
Fierro.
really big bridge, bruh.
they listen. They don't need to make it that big. It just needs to be there. But like that, I
I can
mean,
see that working. I mean, just anything to get us to a new city.
Yeah,
yeah.
let's just
Well, because
connect it. Boom. Done.
yeah, right. Well, no, because that's the one thing. GTA 5 was the first GTA ever to have the entire map open from the start of the game.
Yep.
Every other GTA, you can't go to, well, I mean, you can go, but you'll get stars on you.
You didn't
So
unlock
you
it.
have to progress with the story to unlock the other islands. And the guy who made this map, which by the way, the map is actually just GTA's map. Los Santos just like configured in really weird ways. So if you ever see the map, just you can notice that. But um, it would make sense is instead of going through the story to unlock these other maps, you go through DLCs. And those two maps would be because they normally only release two DLCs per game, so it would be perfect. Because it would cater to the people who want more or newer islands and stuff. Plus, you get the story mode part
Yeah,
of
but
it.
you're saying like they only release 2 DLCs per game, but this is not a game.
Well, I mean story mode DLCs.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, man, GTA Online
Yeah.
isn't like a normal
No.
game.
Yeah. I'm not GTA Online. That's a separate entity. I'm talking about just story mode. Like,
Oh, okay,
'cause-
okay. Yeah, that'd be legit if they did that like that, where they had the 2 islands and then each of those 2 islands played a role into the new story. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd
yeah.
that'd blow my mind.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'd be like another protagonist or if you just be the same people or whatever. But I'm sure they could figure that stuff out. But like it'd be really awesome because then they actually could have like a Golden Gate Bridge somewhere on the left hand side of the map that connects, and then to get to Las Venturas, I don't know, maybe they maybe I don't know.
You
figure out
just drive
something.
through the desert. That's what the connection
Yeah.
between Las Vegas and Los Angeles is. Giant desert.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They just add a desert. Maybe they put like, I say border patrol, but like I don't know why they do that. But that'd be funny. Just keep people.
Just like a ramp. Jump the fence and get to Las Venturas.
Not dude, 'cause
Something.
there's so many possibilities. No, actually, well, with Las Venturas, there's a lot of possibilities. I don't really know much about San Fierro and like what was kind of in that in San Andreas, but dude, Las Venturas, man, that's kind of close to Area 51 in real life. Sort of, not really, but sort of, kind of,
It's
same
in the
area,
desert-ish.
geographical map, right? And it would make totally sense that remember, what was it, a couple months ago they had that Hangar 13 thing? Was it
Yeah.
that?
That
Yeah,
Yep,
that
the
thing
Hangar
that
13.
comes back
feel
and
like-
is somewhere in the
I
desert.
feel like we've covered
Plus
so much
casinos.
stuff.
Damn, dude.
Like we've covered so much in the past few months of things that
It
we
all
haven't
fits
seen,
together, though.
like things that we
It
haven't
all
seen
fits
yet.
together.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
I can't wait till like a few months down the line where all the stuff we've covered a few months ago like all come out and it's like all
When it
like
happens,
yeah, it's
dude.
like yeah, we talked about this earlier. Yeah, it'll be really
It's
exciting.
happened before.
We're the
because,
best.
Yeah,
what,
we the best. DJ Khaled.
we came. What was it? What was the freaking? It was the
Independence Day DLC.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
we talked
Independence
about that.
Day. We talked about that in like
6 months ago.
January.
Like, yeah.
Yep. Because we were like, oh, that was so funny. We're like, man, what we could have like is like grenades that come out of like
Easter egg bunny
Yeah,
grenades.
Easter
like,
egg.
Yeah.
all this random stuff. But we were actually
Yeah.
right with the Independence Day DLC where we were talking about like the clothes. It was like patriotic clothes and stuff.
yeah.
And that stuff came out.
So,
Or like, yeah, I mean, we did a pretty good
all
job.
you
I
guys
think.
saying that we don't know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we know
alright?
the squad. What hashtag? But let's jump into the last section of this squad cast, which is gonna be the speak pipe. We have what do we like? 1 or 2 questions that are.
Yeah, we have a couple questions.
Alright.
So basically, as always, if you don't follow us on Twitter, go follow us on Twitter. And usually this one was a little bit different, but usually about an hour or so before we record these, I tweet out a link that you can send us a voicemail message, and you might be on the
Yeah,
on the
it's
podcast.
basically your way to be a part of the squad cast every
Yeah,
week.
because we're not doing them live, so instead of like having live callers, this is close enough. So so the first question here from Kevin. Let's go ahead and play this.
Yo, what's up, Austin, Garrett, and Ross? Why I say Ross? Whatever your name is. Just a quick question. Do you guys think with the next gen coming or anything like that, they will ever add in, the big Boeing jets that are in the single player? we've clearly seen with all the modders and such that, that is actually possible with the current gen. But do you think they might add that into GTA Online for the next gen with the PS3 and PS4, Xbox One, and the PC? All right, thank you. I love videos. Keep up the work, and see you guys.
All right, there.
So I actually just read something on this. It's it's on GTA Wiki, and I was just looking at like the things that were supposed to be added to Next Generation, and they said that you would see commercial jets flying around in single player. So on the Next Generation. So I don't know if that's like the Boeings or.
Yeah.
They already fly around in single player, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm talking about not when you're near the airport, or not when you're away from the airport.
True.
You see them land at the
in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, you just see them like coming into land.
And stuff. Yeah.
Right. So like if you look up like right now, you might see a plane in the sky. You don't see that in GTA. So
Yeah,
I think that would be cool. I mean, like that's just like
Yeah, just another thing to add. But thanks for the question, Kevin. But I think honestly, like them adding it to GTA Online might be a serious possibility. But it's so
I don't know why
big.
it's not there though.
those planes are
They're
huge.
freaking huge,
Right,
Austin.
yeah, they're huge. Okay, I get that part. Whatever.
They might cause lag for some players because they're so big and like imagine if there's 16 big huge planes all crashing at once. GG, the server's gonna crash because your Xbox.
Ooh,
will
maybe
fry.
it's like the Titan where it only spawns like in one spot.
Yeah, but even the Titan's not even close to how big those are.
Yeah, but
Those things are like
The
3
Titan's like
times.
a fourth of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
but
big.
I mean they're so fun to drive.
I
don't
mean,
know why
when
they're
we
not
have
in
those modded lobbies or the modded games, I guess they were really cool. I mean, they were really cool to fly around, but like I can't imagine like more than 8 people in one.
But
in one
I
lobby.
even wonder why the regular Boeings they're not like we can't get in those in online. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just normal planes.
maybe the
why
pilot DLC that's coming out the next few weeks will have that.
they'll unlock them? You never know.
It's
man.
possible because like that's what games like to do. Like an example, I'm gonna use Watch Dogs as a reference. Watch Dogs, you can't jump and you can't swim underwater. Watch, in the next Watch Dogs 2, we'll have the ability to jump and fly vehicles in the air or fly planes and stuff. Like that's just like things that they add. Like it's just like, oh yeah, we didn't have this in the last one. So like every DLC they always add something they didn't have, and we know what single player came with, and maybe they're just slowly adding things in. Like all those cars that they added because we didn't have them in online, they added those to the San Andreas autos or super autos.
Yeah, for sure they're doing that. I mean, there's a bunch of cut content that every game does this. They take out content so they have stuff down the line. There's a bunch. I watched a thing yesterday where somebody was talking about in the first GTA Online trailer, like a bunch of characters in it, they had clothes that we don't have in online. And, obviously they're saving this stuff for DLCs down the line because they don't want to just give everything away at the beginning because then you get bored of it, So, yeah, I mean, I get that, but, man, I want to drive those planes. I want to drive something other than a Titan, man. I'm getting bored of it.
But don't worry,
Plus,
soon.
now we can't even open a back, dude. Oh, man. I don't know why Rockstar passed that. That's kind of,
Soon.
But
So we have another question from the Speak Pipe.
yes, we do. So, Martin here, his question. There we go. If it loads.
Hey squad, it's Martin here, and I'd like to know your opinions on Heist. 'Cause personally, I'm not I really don't care about Heist anymore. They've been delayed far too much, and I really not bothered with them anymore. And I just like to hear your guys' opinions on what you think of Heist now, and if you're even bothered or even if you're annoyed that they haven't came out yet, or any possible release dates that they may come out. So, thanks.
Big question.
Yeah.
I definitely think, is his name Martin? Like Martin Madrazo.
Martin Madrazo.
Okay, perfect. Martin,
It's his son.
yes, it sounds like him. You're not in the minority with the annoyance of the fact that Heists have not come out. Am I still excited for them? Yes. But my expectations have gone down because I'm not going to set myself up to be really let down by something like this.
That's what you got to do. I mean, look, I can tell you from firsthand experience for Call of Duties, man, you always get pumped up and then the game sucks. So
That's just like Watch Dogs.
keep your expectations low.
Yep.
And if they don't, meet your expectations, then look, you don't lose anything. All right, well, I don't care. But if they are amazing, then you're like, oh my god, these things are amazing. So that's the best advice I can.
Yeah, so like
I can
low
really-
expectations equals I think high results or something like that. Like you just get more excited for it once it does come on. It's like that's what I always do when I go to parties. It's like, God, this party's gonna suck. It's the worst party ever. And then I leave like, that was the best party ever. So that's what I do with
We're
deals.
also on like the 8th drink by then,
Yeah.
so you're not really know what you're talking about.
Whatever, man. Anyways, I think that's the same thing with Heist. Like, I'm still excited for them because it's something that I know will hopefully be like the milestone that we needed for GTA Online. It's just like, wow, it's finally out. But if it sucks, which I highly doubt it will, it is what it is. I mean, it's gonna really be damaging to Rockstar, that's for sure.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we're coming to an end here.
yeah, with all that said, this has been Squadcast episode 23.
If you've made it this far, write watermelon in the comment section.
Watermelon.
go.
Watermelon. Watermelon. So yeah,
Oh,
guys, make sure you guys do drop a like. Follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Everything can be found down in the description. Check out everyone's channel, myself, Jobless Gamers, Mr. Boss of the Win, and the Saintsfan, every single Squadcast. If you guys have any YouTuber you want us to bring on board for the next Squadcast, make sure you type their name down below. And we'll see you guys next time for episode 24, every single Saturday, and today was Sunday. So
And Sunday.
Yeah. Later, guys.
All right,
Yeah,
see
peace
ya.
out.